I'm ready.
Cool. We're joined by head coach Tony Sanchez, Bernock Iya, and Logan Fife. Coach, just start us off with an opening statement.
You know what? Really proud of our guys. We've had some pretty good messaging all week, and we talked about a plan, and we've got a plan of what we want to get done here. We talked about passion. You guys played with a lot of passion. We talked about grit. And you don't really know if you have grit until you've been tested. A lot of people talk about being tough and having grit, but if you're not, you don't have your back against the wall, you don't really know if you truly have grit. Which you need belief. And our guys showed that at the end. And it was really good. I just told the guys in the locker room, you got to watch the film. But the thing that I love the most is we went out and played a really, just real kind of sedative first half offensively. Didn't do a lot. Defensively showed up big time. They were awesome. Holding them to 3 points. I think we went the first 6 quarters of the year, right? Giving up 6 points total or something like that, which is amazing. And then offensively, the defense got a lull. They drove the field, they put points on the board, they scored, and then offensively, we reacted and we went down and did what we needed to do to give ourselves a chance. And at the end, defense stepped up, so we had to lean on each other. So it was really good to see that full phase. And then the kicking game has been outstanding. Ryan Hawk has been an absolute stud from touchbacks to his field goals made. Max Dean, at the very end of that game, just blasting the ball the way he did and pinning them back. They didn't have much of a chance at that point anyway, but just to kind of solidify it. So I'm really proud of all 3 phases. The coaches have done a really good job of putting these guys in position to be successful. And you see it by the way our guys, communicate on the sidelines. And it's great to be 2-0. As hard as everybody works, including that team over there that we just played, and we all work hard, extremely hard, and not everybody can come out and win every week. And it's taxing on you, it's taxing on your soul a little bit. But so when you have these great opportunities and you come away with these wins in front of a great environment here at home, to be 2-0, it's a big time deal. So we're gonna enjoy it tonight, and then tomorrow we're gonna get back in and we're gonna lift weights and we're gonna watch film and get ready for Louisiana Tech.
Question.
Coach, what do you think changed the second half for the offense? Only 3 points then.
I think we kind of realized we've got a lot of work to do running the football, and we were going to have to lean a little bit more on the passing game. Logan, to me, it seemed like he got in a rhythm. He hit a bunch of slants, hit the one big play to Donnie Fapel. And you know what? He wasn't perfect, but you know what he did? He showed a lot of toughness. He just hung in there and made the plays. I think we missed, 2 on that last drive, right, where you might have been able to throw touchdowns on that. But what does he do on the 3rd and long? He drills it in there to Harris for a touchdown. So it's one of those deals, you got dudes when they just hang in there, give themselves a chance. And, it's like sitting there at the plate and you're down 0-2 and knock one out, and that's what he did. So that was the biggest difference, is the way he threw the ball, the way we caught the ball. But we do have to establish a running game as we move forward.
I want to talk about Tyler Martinez. On Monday, you talked about that you thought he was going to miss 2 weeks, that he wasn't going to play Saturday, but he went out there tonight with a club hand. What went on through this week that made you guys comfortable and made him comfortable that he could go out there and he'd be okay?
Yeah, it's funny because when they said it was a break, they said, he'll see the hand surgeon, we'll figure it out, probably be a 2-week deal. But when they went in and saw the hand surgeon, the great thing was it was just a hairline fracture. There was no displacement of the bone. It worked out. Any other type of a fracture, and he would end up having hand surgery. So having him tonight was big time. He's one of those guys who's a leader. So it literally came down to, Doc going and saying, hey, we're comfortable just casting it up at a hill on its own. So that was great for us.
And Bernock taking through the interception that was off a Tyler going up with his club end and batting the ball up in the air for you. Take me through what you saw there and getting a good stop on Tulsa.
Yeah, first I want to say I was the other guy. I was just in the right position. In low red zone, our defense coordinator, he liked calling cover 2. So I think I was at the right spot with Tyler Martinez, just batted the ball down at the right spot, just got the ball, and I was able to pick it off. All credit to my teammates for doing their job and just not trying to be superheroes.
When the offense went out there and they scored and they got the 2 points to take the lead, you guys needed one, well, technically 2 the last stops, but the one big stop there before the last one. Just what was being said throughout you guys and just talking to each other and trying to get each other motivated to make one last stop that you guys needed?
Those are just big moments that we live for. Just leaning on one another, just going out there and do what we do, just winning on one-on-ones. So we were just hyping each other up, just telling the offense got their back, just how they got our back. So we was able to get a great win.
Bernock, what do you think has been the key to the defense being so good over these first couple of games?
Once again, brotherhood, trust, just believe, like Coach mentioned earlier, we're able to lean on one another, just believe and trust in each other that we're going to do our job.
For Logan and then for Tony, the passing game, there's a couple deep balls there in the second half. Of course, Logan had a great one to Donovan there at the end, but there's a lot of quick game going on, a lot of stuff getting stuff up in short chunks and things like that. Maybe it was because maybe trust the OL so much, or that was maybe working. What led to you guys wanting to do that much quick game there at the end?
We just found what was working for us, getting the ball out fast, getting into the playmakers' hands. We say it all the time, and our quick game to be able to not let the pass rush get there and get the ball into our playmakers' hands because we have so many of them, kind of became the story of the night. And if they weren't going to stop it, we weren't going to stop. So we found what we were good at and kept rolling with it.
Yeah, honestly, I kind of leave it on Coach Yost. You know what I'm saying? And I say a couple things here and there, but him and Logan, they have great communication throughout the course of the game, and I trust those two to make the right decisions, put us in the right spots, and I try to stay out of their way.
Any more questions?
Logan, talk me through the second half. How were you feeling? What was the difference in your eyes compared to the first half?
It was just trusting my teammates, and trusting Coach Yo's play calling. When we went into halftime, we had a plan, and we went out and executed it. So it was really as simple as that. It was a whole new half. We'd only scored 3 points, so it was only up from there. And we had positive self-talk in the locker room, found out what we could do, and we did well.
Tony, I know you guys got the win. It hates to be kind of a buzzkill a little bit, talk about some negative things, but rushing, you guys only had one per 5 yards per carry. There wasn't a running back that got more than 10 yards. And then last week you mentioned you felt like your team had a lack of discipline, and there were 3 illegal formation penalties tonight with 5 in the backfield. Just tell me about those 2 things and what went on there.
Yeah, I mean, there are little things that can become egregious and get in our way. I mean, a couple of those 5 guys in the backfield get eliminated explosive plays, especially in the first half. You can't do that. And we're struggling to run the football right now. I mean, let's just be honest. I mean, we're just we haven't found that that group right now, the continuity that we need. Coach Canova's a great coach. And he'll get those guys going, but we got some guys who need to grow up, and they're, and I'm proud of them. I'm proud of each and every one of those guys that played offensive line, and those guys played their guts out for us, right? But at the end of the day, tomorrow when we sit down and we watch film, we've got to find a way to coach better, to teach better, to see it translate onto the football field, because we know that as we move down the line, we're going to be able to throw the football. We got a great quarterback, we got a good group of receivers, but we've got some quality backs we need to give opportunities to, and it's going to be hard to win a ton of games down the stretch without the ability to be able to lean on that offensive line.
I want to put something positive. First 2-0 starts since 2014 for you guys. Good win against Tulsa, great win against Bryant. Going into the conference USA opener, just how do you feel about the trajectory of this program right now with that start?
The one thing is again, I hate going back, but like you go back to last year, our guys played hard every game. I mean, we had so many games. We were in there in the second half. You go back to that Liberty game in week 2. We got a different group of dudes. You know what I'm saying? They've been around a little bit longer. We're able to lean on the defense more. I think we're better on defense this year. Which is a good thing. And then we've got a guy who can throw the ball around the yard. We all saw it last year. We really struggled when it mattered. At the end of the game, if we needed to drive down the field, throwing the football to go win a game, we had a tough time doing that a year ago. This year it's a different story. And it goes to a lot of different things. I mean, from Coach Klein, the way he trains our guys, it's our administration and them investing in the football team, the way we feed our guys, the way we treat our guys. I mean, we do a lot of things here at a high level. We're getting ready to move into new facilities. We're doing a lot of things here, and it's really translating to this program growing. So it's not just me. It's not just one person. It's not just players. It's a collective group of people that believe in what we're getting done here and moving it forward.
Any more questions?